Hello, flock fellows. Hope you're having a good Friday. I'm here to make it better with some glorious fucking feedback. You know what we do. Plenty of submissions already. Y'all are just on top of this shit. But alas, Special Honey is first. Not usually a first contender, but I like switching things up. Much of the next guy. Maybe even a little more than next guy, but I'll have to ask where he lies. Yeah. Just send him the link in the chat. At everyone. Feedback. Stream is happening. Huey first in chat. With his signature heart hug YouTube emote. Always brightens my day. Hi Rhythmix, hi Batch of Bunting 3. Hi Real. John Luch. Neb. I'm pleased as fuck. I will edit this message lol. You think you're so slick. You think you're the slickest guy of all time. Okay. When the song ends, I'm cutting off submissions. I have been warned. Hear it. Yeah, delay shit. Full screen. Okay. See what we're working with. And I agree with what we're working with. Spoons here. Quick. Fuck did I pick him up like that? Like he's a dirty rag. Is he not? Like no. He's a very clean boy. He spends a lot of the day cleaning himself. I respect him for that. Nonetheless, this track, you want a cleaner mix? Right. Pull up the diagram. Mid scoop. High boot. I think sub a little high. Not afraid to get high though. No, I am actually. I don't know what you hear that you're not getting out of the mix. I think you can maybe play with stereo space a little more. You know, the bass, the sound design, it's pretty stereo, but a lot of the stuff sitting on the top is sitting more mono, which I'd almost prefer to be the opposite. You know, I like a wide bass, but I always personally want the atmospheres generally to be wider. So it gives me that sense of space. Boom, go away. Snare cut through the track better. I mean, fucking sidechain it. Talk about kick sidechain a lot, but they do not. But it actually becomes pretty important. Push shit extra loud. I don't know. I don't think the snare is having a hard time cutting through as is. So, I don't know. It's very much a high smack. Maybe a little bit of mid range could be a nice treat for the ears on the snare. How to make the changes between the sections more cohesive. I don't know. That's what stood out to me. And I think, disclaimer, it's some shit I always say. Making the layers between sections distinct. There's a lot of little instruments, little background melodies that carry over from the build to the drop. It makes it feel a little blurry. You know, a little out of focus. You know, you do affect them in a way to kind of aid the transition. Maybe something like octave jumps could push that a little harder. Other thing is just the drop arrangement. It's somewhere between down tempo-y and trying to lay it down heavier style. And it's suffering from the wind chime debacle. There's melodic stuff going on and plenty of it, you know, rich sound, but kind of losing its distinction. You know, just because something is melodic doesn't mean it's necessarily telling a story, guiding you through. Like wind chimes, play little chords, play little melodies, but cross is random, more textural rather than something standing leading through. Really, even then, the layers are a little excessive. We have this main kind of fluttery bass. We have these kind of syncopated pluck basses. We have these chords on the top, hitting every bar. Drum pattern's kind of cool, but at the same time, I was gonna say it's like more complex than what we're used to, but I don't think that's the factor. But I don't know. bit of simplification, right? Mix stereo space. Their thoughts. I don't know. It feels like in the drop there's no up and down. Just kind of lathers me with all the layers. Maybe even smothers me. And there's different ideas jumping to and fro, but the fact it's so dense, like I'm not feeling detail. You know, it's like you have this fine bass with a lovely texture, okay? There's like a bumpy surface, okay? But you have lathered butter upon it. So it is all smoothed over. I can no longer feel the details, okay? My ears have been layered with butter, okay? With lard. All right. Just strip it back so I can taste the stuff. You know, it's like, what, you put too much salt in the pesto? Do you even put salt in pesto? Besides, like, how are you gonna taste the Parmesan? All right. Okay. Next track. Vibes big though. The question is, what is your Parmesan? What is your Parmesan? That's a good question. For next time, buntingmusic.com. I don't know. I mean, the main kind of melody sticks out, but at the same time, bass is trying to be loud. Chords hitting on the bar, maybe like if they were more pad, just like instead of pushing it, you know, like, you know, kind of like offbeat plucks, making it a bit excessive. You know, it's more or less like the bass and the melody are trying to catch my attention in different ways. And the melody, I don't feel fully committed to. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good melody, but it's not when I'm S+ tier. Okay, S+ Sunset. Subscribe to Bunting on SoundCloud.com. Real. Yo. I say it every fucking time, but bro is coming into his own. The Journey type beat. And it really shows, like, even in the breaks, bro still supplying. Okay, but to get into more scrutinizing feedback, I said the sidechain was unusual. Yeah, it was about what I would have it out. I personally don't love panning shit, but it's okay. How we express our individuality, our nonconformity, is ultimately what defines us. That means not listening to Bunting on YouTube, even if he tells you not to pan your shit. Not listen to this guy. Unless he tells you to visit buntingmusic.com, then listen to him. Visit Bunting Music. I felt climactic on the second or the middle drop. Second. I don't know. Could like, but not necessarily more climactic than this. But I'm not sure if that's what I'm referring to. There was definitely a clear down up that felt nice as fuck, and like kept you engaged. Just less money. Yeah, I didn't really notice anything wrong with that. The bass is well processed. I thought they were pretty fucking clean. If anything, like very picky. It's just kind of like, what is it? Like 1K heavy, maybe. Flow nasty. It's a different type of flow, but feels good. It's a headier kind of flow. Alright, none of these words are in the Bible, but at last, God has been dead for how long? No, go to church, guys. Atmospheric layer, tasteful. Yeah. This adds to a bit of sparkly uplift feel, you know, not mid-rangey, stays out of the way of the bass, but just kind of adds some. Yeah, I'd be proud as fuck of this track. Add like gangster swag vocal. You get signed to a label. Oh, fuck the labels. Sotted 3. How is he doing that? No way he's holding the entire world up and he's also levitating. No fucking way. Damn, this guy is bad. I dig this. I do. But I'm not whipping out the whole shovel. Like maybe just fade, like a trowel, what your gardening needs. Yeah. I don't know. Wouldn't need a whole lot given like the sand. It's not as tough as dirt or like a silty loam. That being said, before I answer your questions, I have to just shit on you. No. Not shit on you. Okay. Calm down. Calm down. Okay. Focus. The deserty vibes in the beginning, I just didn't feel meshing with the heavy shit. For one, just like the vibes of it, okay, there's nothing to say there besides we can get into that. But the keys, like that's the root note you want to hit. A. That's the key of your original sample. So you want to come in big ass A0. But you're hitting an E, which ruins the fun for me. You can tell it's A because the drone in this style of music defines the key, and they're hitting right on A. Actually, I jumped to conclusion because I heard 1A, but it's still A. Dude. Still A. Okay. I'm a reliable source. Mix good. Drums could feel a little more confident. They sound good though. They're nice drums. Okay. Drop Q variation. I wanted more variation. I felt. Definitely have the mix out break in the middle. Low-key like swing all your flows. I don't know. I don't know what I would do here. love with the phrases. There's cool flows coming out to get like that bass sound design stankier for that purpose. And even though it's the flowy kind of design, I don't know. I still crave a bit more phrasing. It kind of just flows and goes through different stuffs, you know, get the call, get the bill, you know, something to catch the listener's ear saying phrase begin, phrase end, you know, in some way, or even in the use of silence, right? And then that added on top of there not really being a break in the arrangement makes it kind of like, oh, like, where we going with this, bro? Like, get the crowd hype, you know? That or lean deeply into trancier, flowier, more repetitive state, but gotta lean. Overall mix. Frequently. Multi-band the master and call it a day. Right, do not do that. If you do that, you didn't hear from me. This lollipop looks so enticing. You can see the psychology at play here in the album cover design. Tico, your track isn't working, by the way. Fuck. Make sure you hit the share button if it's a private track or make it public. I'll resend. You got it? Oh. I'll give you like 2 seconds before I start playing. Okay. Here we go. Noisia type. Dimp. And a half. That's probably the most impressive DMB that has rolled through here. It's like, call it rollers. Alright, besides, you're trying to get a more melodic breakdown after the first drop, but have no music theory, any clue? Man, you don't need it. You're cooking like this, you don't need shit now. Make it feel different from the rest of the track. without losing focus. I mean, a start sounds like E flat's your key. Build a minor chord off. Just like that. No, I mean, build a minor chord off there. You probably want like many minor chords. I was just doing minor 1 to minor 4 on an E flat minor. That fits the vibe. I don't know if it does. Maybe with a different sound. I just have the roads pulled up. Get it real synthy. I feel like epic cinematic progression. I feel like I like that progression for this kind of vibe. E flat minor. E. I think that can kind of lean into like darker tone, somewhat like cinematic tone. Okay. That with like little strings. Call up wording. All right. And if you're trying to transition back, you just kind of hold that for and then slam that shit. You know, like with those chords, you kind of sub on main bass. But yeah, I just think the ground of that, the minor root, will pull it together. Funny. I don't know. I honestly thought the sub sounded. Question is, are they too thick? Maybe kick. Or was this a fucking Discord sound? You hear that shit? It can't be me. It cannot be me. There it is again. Okay. I'm projecting, but at the same time, there's something there, bro. Okay, kicks on the heavy side. I like the sub. I don't have anything to complain. It's on the heavy feel, but I think it fucking owns it, and it sounds good as fuck like that. Yeah, and watch the notes on transitions because it sounds like it wasn't quite the same like E flat minor root I was talking about. I heard here. Another chord alternative. You want the dark half step, dubstep, DMB thing, you know, half step everywhere. I mean just E flat minor, E major, multiple varieties. I mean, it's kind of big simplification, but I think if you find your root, you know, you can do the half step thing, right? Otherwise, you just build kind of chords of minor progression, right? You just switch them at even counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. You know, like, you can't fail, you know? Really, like, get music theory stuff off the pedestal, you know? Like, it can feel like when you're just getting started, like, what's the fucking point? Like this in a lot of things, okay? But before you know it, you'll find it being rewarding. You'll be like, wait, I can lay down chords in my track, and it's actually pretty simple, you know? Just, and it brings a lot, you know? So, put in some of the chords I mentioned. Experiment with transitioning in and out of that. And another bonus, okay, you're into sound design. You're tied to bass sound design, melodic sound design, chord sound design, pad sound design, you know? Okay? So fuck with that. This might be one of my favorite hokies that have rolled through in the shop here. The sole fact being, like, motif strong. Motif is strong. Just that bump, boom, boom, boom. Tune. Play that tune, okay? And good ass sound on that as well. too repetitive. I feel like if you let the break simmer a little longer, that should ease the repetitiveness accusation, you know? Because, like, you're treating them too much. You know, they start to take your sauce for granted. Deprive them momentarily. And then if the drop returns, even with the same shit, that's hitting, you know? If you play the same song for, like, 12 hours on loop, that shit gets old. You're probably not going to listen to it for, like, another few weeks, okay? This illustrates principle. Damn. Hold the sauce back, then really squeeze the bottle. Way to fucking put it. But real, okay? Yeah, but really though, and just recognize that, because I think it's a huge factor, and almost the whole point of tension and release, you know? And when I'm telling y'all to, like, add buildups and shit, you know, and when the little tutorials and the templates say to do it, you know, it's not because that's the thing to do, you know, because of, like, what it does for you. Okay. I lost the point completely. I've lost the point completely. But alas, okay? Just hold back the sauce for a bit. Don't let them take it for granted. Besides that, yeah, stuck between an arrangement rock and variation hard plays. I really think a longer break will do that for you. I don't know. My hot take regarding the rest of the arrangement. Like, this part is where it gets a little too much. Like the first kind of phrase I had you, where this kind of silence part. I'm like, okay, now it's getting a little messy, getting a little tangent. Like, you had the main story, you had the main point, you started going on a little side, kind of like my feedback. Okay, but we don't want that. See, and then it kind of loses the original sound. I don't know. There's just a tightness that comes in with the you know. And another factor of that is the mix sitting between the basses. Like the little plucks and the they're super MIDI, kind of boomy compared to the kind of squelch boy, which kind of pits them against each other rather than flowing super smoothly. Jump between them super fast, so I'm craving that smoothness. Okay. Why the fuck that of all? That's like from the TikTok. Just that one. coming here. 1 follower with the cool skeleton. Getting my pics, fucking with them. Lay down some vibes. Actually, fuck with them. I want to hear more of this vibe. I like that bass line. I can listen to this for a minute. Can't even lie. I agree. Twice as long. Like, I hear this, I want it thick. Oh, it's just John, bro. Hi, John. Freedom edition. Could bring sub down a little. Okay, it's kind of the edge. Fuck. Pads up. I want him down. Because this leaves me craving. It's just lean into that dark atmospheric vibe I love. But where the mix down is now, it's kind of like, you know, and like kind of chopping with the percussion and little plucks. You know, I want them rich. I want them creamed up and bussin'. For lack of better words, there were no better words there. Sorry, that's all they fucking had at the word store. So. Liven up the intro though. I liked it. I think this vocal could be played a little more rhythmically, or at least like skip the main beat. You can just filter shit in. That seems pretty vibey. Bit of Foley creeping in. You know, if we durioling, then take all that inspo. Yeah. I mean, it has sauce. Like, I just hear piano and vocal. I'm like, yeah, you know, little vocal chop. But rhythmically, it's not cooking, you know? Like, there's this effect when a beat hits. You know, you can hear a melodic loop on a beat and already know it's going to slap drums, beat it, and the 808s, and go, ooh, can't wait for that. I'm hyped. So excited. Okay. But that has to do with the way it's rhythmically arranged. So, what I just fucking said, yeah. So filter it in. Try to chop these things in a more rhythmic sense. I'm not sure how else to describe it, unfortunately. You know, treat it like drum, really. I think conceiving of non-percussive elements in a percussive light opens new musical avenues. Okay. Where's the top percussion? Okay. I don't have to go over all three. Whoa, what do you... I only see one here, but it'll be a mystery. Love a bit of mystery. Brave the Storm. Damn, he noting it up in here. I like the art too, and it fits the color scheme. Vibes.
I've been dreaming of a way to stay bored without a sick. I'm overthinking the ways they pull me closer to the deep end. So tell me, are you breathing? I'm drowning with the thought. close to giving up. I said I wouldn't all the ones
Damn, bro. Damn, bro, times 2. Bro, times. That was hot as fuck. Maybe my favorite I've heard from you. Just the mix and the bass sound is so fucking dirty. And who said it? Who said it? Planet Kyanite. I like the emotion in the build. I was thinking the same thing. Like, I felt that. Drop it so dirty, so disrespectfully. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
tell me what you think.
I heard that snare. Why? Okay. What are you looking for though? Mix down is a bit rough. Yeah. I guess like it could sparkle, you know, just feel roomier maybe. You know, but I was impressed with how the bass felt. You know? And the fact that the vocals are still sitting, you know. As for roominess, as for space, you know, just like obscene amounts of EQ scrutinizing can definitely work if we're reaching for that level. Kick to me, middle bridge. Yeah. I don't know. If we're going for an abstract thing, I think it could be fun to almost strip it back harder. Or we talk about, well, finishing that thought here, we strip it back harder, and so all there is just abstract kind of sound building. I think the listener could really feel that, and I don't know. I don't love this vocal effect. I'm down for some weird vocal messing, but it just doesn't hit me with the same quality as the clean vocal. It's not that any vocal effect doesn't compare to clean vocal, although I'm biased towards cleanness. That I don't know. Play with dry wets, play with different shit. Is music volume way louder than mic? Yeah, you're right. Let me adjust that. Okay, maybe it's for the best. Building the right tension. Yeah. Second bow would be the place to do it. I mentioned just getting real abstract. I don't know, because I felt properly edged, properly stimulated for the first drop. Second, I don't know. It's gonna be hard to fight with that level of vocal intensity. The point I would maybe say, vocal it up. You know, maybe vocal it up, maybe abstract it up. You know, just something real fucking loud. You know what I mean? Because a vocal, there's no question it's speaking to you. You know, so maybe abstract, edgy shit with no remorse could be the vibe. Relentless foreign. Who said that? I can't stand it. Improper edging. Trust me, bro. Don't want to see it. Never mind, receive. Additional layers. Okay, I hope it's helpful. I'm fucking praying it's helpful. So nasty, bro. Like all those layers fit like fucking puzzle pieces into those sound palette textures got going on. I don't know. I'm drawing a fucking blank. Bro is committed. This level of critical thought is something to be admired and is a catalyst for an excellent end product. The proof is in the pudding. Say less, bro. Appreciate you. I love watching it come up. Headline set when. Low fidelity vibration. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Damn. Damn. It's fun. Fucked up what he's doing to him right now. Y'all should see this.
So, yeah, all it takes a little bit of harmonic series to quantize the little bow movement. And, yeah, it's fun. I use harmonic series daily. I have it favorited. It's in my favorites tab.
What is this? Damn. That's fun though. That's super fun. No, like the bounce of the drums and just the fucking sound design. Like I'm getting down. My God. I was tapping into some high intensity vibes. Like I'm a hater though. I'm a hater. Professionally. Always at the point, bro. You know better. You know better. No, like with the lo-fi kind of flipping into there, I'm not loving it. Like with the too deep sidechain, it just gives me feedback stream vibes. Or like in my day when I first discovered what sidechain was, like I put too much of it on every type of track, you know, when it's like, all right, bro, like my trap beat does not need sidechain at the waz right now. That's just me though. That's me though. That is me. All me. What I mean? And like this drop shit went so foolish to me. The intro did not tickle me to the same caliber. I don't know. The question is, or my little thought experiment. If we're gonna like reverse engineer, we're gonna build something from the drop. I mean, I just think it's gonna sound very magical, very like down tempo. It's like very additive down tempo type arrangement. Almost like Liquid Stranger-ish. For like a frame of reference off my head, like some of his down tempo or stuff. Good shit. Or even like kind of work like the more lo-fi like samples into the drop. So the thing like because really there's a huge contrast, you know, super electronic, digital, bassy vibe with pretty much what's giving lo-fi, right? And if that's what's going on, what's the bridge between them? And I want a common thread. I don't want it to just say they are or if we are juxtaposing, then how do we make it just like completely fuck the listener rather than being like, oh, okay, we on this, you know? Like I didn't hate either part, you know. I was bouncing the intro as well, but I think can cook into a greater concoction, right? Because right now we have like the oil and water, okay, and the oil delicious, okay. It's a like freshly pressed extra virgin, okay, and the water is crisp and refreshing, but nonetheless, like maybe something a little mixed up could create a new potion, a new concoction. All right, like big metaphor for like a little point, okay? Mountain of molehill, if you will. You're fucking with moles lately. And we got a few. Got a second drop. Fuck it. Your life, bro. Make it a story. My message. Study Real. Real is the man right now. I love how he's weaving the break, the lower moments, intro moments with the higher intensity drops. Like that shit. That shit admirable. And that's what I crave. That's what I crave more than like banger drop. I mean, you'll get the banger drops, but the scene needs banger intros, banger break, banger song, stories weaving out, rather than just like DJ ability factor type beat. That's my take at least, you know. But as more of like a listener than a DJer, I'm certainly biased. Okay, but I don't know. I just want it to the vibe to be one cohesive whole, to like sprawl out in such a clear narrative, just evolving, you know, evolving. You know, it's like your Pokemon evolving, right? And you got the starter, you got Charmander. Okay, he become, what the fuck is the second evolution of Charmander? Like Charmeleon, right? Then he becomes Charizard. And if you look at each stage, you can see the connection. It's not like fucking Digimon. If you look at the Digimon evolutions, they make no fucking sense whatsoever. And that's why Pokemon on top. You know what I mean? Like, evolve it in stages. And in each isolated stage, I think it's cool to see the common thread. You know, like a Pokemon evolving. Okay, there's the figure of speech for today. Okay, just a bunch of figures. You can call that speech. I'm just trying to get my point. I ain't trying to preach. Toaster tank station. Oh, Jay Sleep is kind of spitting. This is a concept. Pikachu. Okay. I think I spent enough. This shit hard as fuck. It had me cheesing.
I swear I've heard this one before, and it's opened up a door to a memory I can't reach. And when the record starts to play, I can hear it clear as day, with the nothing in it.
Okay. That shit was hard. I agree. Slaughter's the stereo field. That's what stood out. It just felt like so loud. Like that bass. Literally, like just the mix. It's just fucking irritating. Only thing I would get picky and annoying about is drum. Slightly high on the levels, guys. Snare most. No, that main bass is just so chunked up. I like the vocal tone. And that just can't go wrong with. And low key, like I'm not even pressed. Like I'm not pressed about shit. Like string break, that shit just as lush as the drop. Damn, bro. What do I have to say to you? Jack shit, to be honest. It's good. Is it messy? I don't know. It's not messy, but it's fucking dense. But dense in a goddamn beautiful way. So own that shit. Does hit. Mentioned drums. Nothing else I can really say. I don't want to skip over this though, because that shit sounded good. A little intro. Outro too is lovely. Maybe I feel like vocal comes across slightly dry compared to how the bass is feeling. You don't mess with the processing on it. Reverb, multiband, not necessarily those things, but try them. Ground level vocal process. That's all I'm gonna say. Shit sounds good as fuck though, and it just hits you with no question, 0 doubt. There he is. He's walking towards the camera.
Ride the rave, ride the rave. Tell them what I'm gonna do. Ride the rave, ride the rave.
Good mids.
Ride the rave. Tell them what I'm gonna do. Ride the rave, ride the rave, ride the rave. Tell them what I'm gonna do. Ride the rave, ride the rave, ride the rave. Tell them what I'm gonna do. Ride the rave. Ride the rave, ghost. I'ma go ride the rave, ghost. Thinking about copping that down today. I'ma go ride the rave, ghost. I'ma go ride the rave, ghost. I'ma go ride the rave, ghost. I'ma go ride like up on the bay. You better watch it, baby. I'm doing what Simon say. The niggas I call the rave. Only they look at my license plate. They look at my shit. I'm singing Amazing Grace. The feast we keep before we go.
Right.
Then she paved the way. I'm turning the page on niggas turning. So it can change a nigga. How? Your niggas is slow, slow. I can beat you running backwards. The way I just ride the brake. No man why he can't know. How much you got your feet? 8 to 20 if you ask him. You gotta taste bad bitch. Small face. Have it. She let me nut on the face.
This was chill. Mix stuff. Mixing it strikes me as wrong. I think like arrangement's where it's at. Like flow and energy up. So have a different intro rather than kind of repeating the loop. Like just get a B sec straight up. Introduce risers here. Rising effect. And a smile type beat. Not sponsored. Yeah, I feel like the panning on the bass is excessive. It's kind of stanky. I want to hear it mono, like it's a main feature rather than a little bonus. I do fuck with that, like that cool, fluttery sound design, spooky chord thing. Other thing is just like reverb delays, you know? Like don't fucking get in the habit of lathering shit. At least for too long. Okay. That shit will make it sound more proper generally. It's not something you touch a lot. Switch the snare a bit. Play a little more top percussion. I think like a little more fucked up on the fills could give the listener some thrill. Stay in your place. Sit up and stay out the way. Shut up. Decided what I'm gonna do to ride the rave. Ride the rave. Decided what I'm gonna do to ride the rave. Ride the rave. Decided what I'm gonna do to ride the rave. Ride the rave. Ride the rave. Decided what I'm gonna do. And same thing, break here. It all adds up. Study arrangement, reference arrangement, because the truth is, like, a lot of tracks, top tracks, are not keeping it this simple with the arrangement, you know, like, for a more beat type thing, it's more structured like this, but that's not the standard dubstep. That's not what's effective in dubstep. And even for a beat-like thing, it's also pretty sparse. Lacking that rhythmically driving, so like, you know, melodic loop. Can also be something to look into. Reference arrangement. Get some fucking build up. For real. And never stop cooking. Okay. For this one, didn't strike me as dry. There's a bit of atmospheric going on. What else would I add though? I mean, low-key, just dig for atmospheric samples and something to lay over there. And get most of the job done for you. And if that's your kind of root note, you can start building pads off that root, off a chord, minor chord built off that root. Plenty of reverb, plenty of delay, plenty of filter movement, you know, just ways to design your own kind of pad, own kind of atmosphere, if that's what you want to use. Get like Foley sounds, you know, little delay, little reverb on everything, little ear candies hitting every few bars. You know, kind of look to down tempo arrangement for stuff like that, low key. In terms of content I cover. Struggling with high end. Where to place them. I don't know. They just sound a little shy right now. I think you just bring them up. And for something like this, I don't know. Don't overthink placing hi-hats. You know, like, there's a lot of advice like, oh, you got to scoop them heavy. You know, like, they're pretty transient. They kind of pop out. With that being said, you can do the EQ scoop on the other elements if you get what the fuck I'm saying. Long story short, just bring up the volume. You like how stereo sounds on them? Go ahead. I think like a crisp hat sound can do a lot for you. You know, like the real trappy, sizzly ones are always gonna pop out a little cleaner than something real dirty, lo-fi sampled. There's a lot of both floating around. Low patterns on steady marshy beat. I don't know. That's what it gave me. But like, I think it's only a steady marchy beat because of the way you're flowing, rather than that's an inherent limitation. Because I can go boom, that was still marchy, but just the fact of what you're doing, laying it down in every kick, you know, down, up, and there's all types of ways you can do that. Ooh, I like that, a bit more triplet-y. That one gives me like Ceruto type vibes on the flow. I know these are just silly little beatboxes, but low key, listen up. Any other ones? You know, and like, in a sense, it's not far off from kind of rhythmish. Besides, not kicks on every beat, on every. But I still think you can look to that for inspiration. And it doesn't have to feel marchy. You don't have to lay it down. Well, you don't have to do that. You can go. You know, every other downbeat, every other kick, rather than every kick, could give you so much room to fucking breathe. You'll be sorry you ever confine yourself to the realm of 4/4 marching type beats. No, but a lot of ways to approach it. I hope the little beatbox made sense. How do you submit tracks? That's even a thing. What does that mean? I mean, tracks are in front. Obviously, it's a thing, bro. But that being said, links in the description. I love you. I do take whips. The fucking transpose bass slap got me. Wow, wow, wow. It's kind of stank though. Pretty stuck on what we should do for the second half. Everything we've tried feels forced or repetitive. That's very frank. Me frank on Paul. I don't know. For a little novel bit, just being a bit off the Steinfeld riff makes it feel like I'm not opposed for it to be in a little one-off. You know, it doesn't have to take itself too serious and crap. But that being said, if there were a second drop, I don't know. Like, somewhat new thought. I mean, we have the intro. But the intros need, like, emotional fuel. You know? I think that's what it gives the track. You know? If you go straight into the drop, you're not feeling that shit as heavy as if you have a build-up. You know? And you're not feeling that build-up as heavy if you don't have an intro, you know? And it's almost like when somebody starts telling a story, they just go right into their story. Nobody listening to them. Like, okay, whatever, you know? It's almost like a fucking clickbait thumbnail. If I go in there and I'm like, guys, the craziest thing just happened to me at Aldi's. There were $1 million in the Aldi's on the floor, you know? And then you're like, oh my gosh, all of a sudden you're listening, you know? Like, it's just the principle of the hook. You know what I mean? But when the hook is kind of like a bit, you know, like you said the joke. You know, like, I don't think you can repeat jokes twice all the time, you know? Like, wow, if it's something a little more emotionally, like, grounded and standard, like, okay, like, you know, tell us more. Sitcom crowd laughter, low-key. You know what I mean?
Scared me.
Good. Fear is our most primal emotion.
You left.
My home is
But you still have, like, this intro, and it's just kind of silly with this. I don't even know. I feel like you can leave the Seinfeld riff out the intro and let it kind of simmer a little more serious, and let it just be a little Easter egg. The fact that you're using the bass slap for this, you know, and I feel like, at least in my mind, that has it make more sense that we can make a full track out of it. The fuck would I get sample for this time? I don't think I said anything. I mean, second half drop idea. Just get that straight, stinky FM wub and just quarter note him. Just like that, verbatim. I don't know. Something about these sounds. They don't strike me as main characters. That being said, I'm not like, oh, bring in the MC. I'm like, just bring in some completely new shit for the second drop. Or at least that's the vibe I'm getting. Ignore the rest of what I said. All right, deal. He feels that though. That's all I need to fucking hear. I feel like there's a ton of interesting sounds in here that surprisingly still fit the palette of what I imagine to be danky FM wub for the second drop. It's just like very dark. Slightly grimier than what we're used to. Yeah. My reasoning has reached the end of its line. Thank you, FM Wub, for the second drop. And that's the truth. Or at least a clue. Introing it up. Yes, yes. Crazy sound. Jesus Christ. Jesus. This is some fucking peak thiefing. I do eat sent the patches. Bro is kind of sound design goat right now. Can't even lie. That explains it. It's so fucking mean. Like, it's some real weird shit, but it's got that rage. Just relentless. All right. I like the acapella too. Just so harmonic in the sound. Drop this, bro. I don't know. I was low key, not even low key, high key, even middle key. No, the high key. Blown away by this. Yeah, didn't hear a ton of cymbals, I guess. I don't know. I'm not disillusioned. Okay. I thought fills were seamless. I didn't notice any disconnect. Second sustain half. I don't know. I honestly wasn't pressed about that either. I was just like, it's still going. You know, rather than scrutinizing, oh, it's not quite as heavy as the first half. You know what I mean? You know, the thing is, like, I feel like your listener ought to be fucking hooked. You know, they're along for the ride. You know, like, there's a slight insecurity, like, oh, it's not quite as hard as the first half. Like, maybe I'll lose them, you know, but, like, I think you got them fucking invested by that point. But if you're trying to get the second sustain half, you know, not directly applicable to this, maybe, but, you know, switch the vibe. If you're going for straight heaviness, you know, maybe you can switch it to some, like, minimal weirdness. You know, the fact that it's hitting a little lighter is almost part of what's fucking with you. You know, kind of like how, like, ATLians, they got the weird funky drops, or, like some of the Yeti shit. It's just, like, so just, like, oh, like, the fuck, you know, like. Or, you know, melodic. You know, you got the heavy, you got the melodic, you got the weird. And that's it. There's nothing else. That's the Holy Trinity. That is the truth. That is the canon. Okay? Try something else and mixes of those vibes, but doing hypnosis. And I don't know. Even as is, I felt the sustain part's pretty fucking heavy because you strip back the harmonics, just get grit. Current on that. There's no fucking denying that. And that's clearly different from that. You're right. Like, the loudness, the brightness is definitely there. But that's when I kind of bring it back to, like, the minimal weird shit angle, like ATLians. Atlians. However the fuck you want to pronounce it, do not. Alright. Jack got me riled up. I can't even lie to you. This one. Just this one. Enough said.
The United States government has issued a civil warning for all citizens of the United States. This is not a drill, and this is not a test. All citizens are advised to remain inside their homes and to not be seen on the streets. The infected are extremely aggressive and will attack those who are not infected. Once infected, there is no known cure and there is a 100% probability of death.
This tease. And also kind of just like high shelf shit of it. I don't fucking know. That's great. Lows. Ooh, the layers.
National Guard, armed forces, local law enforcement, and other militarized branches of the United States military are currently on a shoot on sight order for all infected that they find outside of homes. If you were found to be outside of your home, you will be neutralized immediately. Repeat, stay in your homes, wait for the all clear to signal, and only then will you be allowed to be evacuated to safe stations currently set up to check all citizens for infection.
That bumped. First drop fucking had me. With the tease. Clean ass sounds. Like, he's formancy, but he's got meat. And just like all the movement. Like airy. Sub bass at a super clean level. I like how that's sitting. I don't know, like the mix so respectful. Like I think hat's right where I feel they ought to be. For me at least. Okay, for me. No. I think hater warning.
And will you be allowed to be evacuated to safe stations?
I wasn't feeling it heavy. I was not feeling it as heavy during the second drop. Hard to say.
Stay in your homes. Wait for the op to check.
No. The riff tease in the beginning really fucking got me going. And I just was a bigger fan of the flows going on. Guess we're going for slower, stankier type. Or sustained, but it didn't quite hit me with that intensity. And I don't know, I didn't feel like I was being slowed down to the stank pace. Rather than I was being let down from such high energy. Maybe you really get some like downlifting shit. Ooh, ooh. Like chill out. Ooh. So BPM slower than you hit the ooh, ooh, ooh. Feel me? I feel like that's a bit of the vision. But even then, we're kind of cooking on the same drums. And for something like that, I think something like the kick would be a little too. Different drums, low-key. More minimal. Yeah, like maybe switch the sound palette up even more. You know, just make sure when you project that, comes across loud and fucking clear. But it's hard. It's not easy because if you're gonna come in with something super high energy, it's just natural that it's like catches attention. But if you're like, listen, as I whisper to you, a lot of people are gonna be like, huh? Just speak up. No, bro, like it adds to the vibes when I like whisper to you in a stanky way. Like, okay, like that's the metaphor. You gotta believe me though.
I came to Earth to prove a theory that man
Why
started
rock is
here.
more popular than jazz.
That once in prehistoric
Think about it.
times, Earth was the only populated world of the galaxy. It's funny. Now it will be that way again. Man living only on Earth. He'll forget the science, the machinery of the empire. He'll forget the stars. There will be only Earth, alone in the universe. A pebble in the sky.
Damn. That's different.
I came to Earth I came to Earth only on Earth. Only on Earth.
It's part of the nearly insoluble problem of anti-terrestrialism.
No one seems to want a solution. Earthmen and outsiders alike.
Oh, no, that is not true. There is a way of preserving our culture and living as equals in a larger society. But the zealots don't think so.
The zealots.
Yes, they rule Earth now. They are a small minority, but they have power.
I came to Earth I came to Earth I came to Earth I came to Earth to prove a theory that man started here. That once in prehistoric times, Earth was the only populated world of the galaxy. It's funny. Now it will be that way again. Man living only on Earth. He'll forget the science, the machinery of the empire. He'll forget the stars. There will be only Earth, alone in the universe. A pebble in the sky.
Pebble. No. That wasn't the angle. I mean, maybe it was. Yeah, we got a lot of black and white. Edgy font going on. But that's blonde for you. No, I was struck by... This is an interesting sound. Not one you hear often, and not one used in this, like, bouncy, almost like acid-basy sense. It's just cool as shit. What'd it do? What? Ah, fuck blonde. Where's his question? I give bro the red name and everything. Right. I'll comment on the arrangement though.
Oh, no, that is not true.
Good night, Magdweed. I appreciate you chilling. You've been cooking lately. I see you. See you.
There is a way of preserving our culture and living as equals in a larger society. But the zealots don't think so.
The zealots?
Yes, they rule Earth now.
This is super creative.
A small minority, but they have power.
I just haven't heard shit like this.
I came to Earth
I don't know. Don't skimp on a little attitude.
to Earth a guy. To prove
And I would try to like connect the root, our little sample, little intro with that. I will not specify because
I came to Earth to I came to Earth to
I don't know. I think the fills could be a little more fun than repeating the sample.
only on Earth.
Yeah. You just trip back our drums in places.
Only on Earth. On Earth.
It's part of the nearly insoluble problem of anti-terrestrialism.
I love that.
No one seems to
I feel like you can
have
have
a solution.
develop that
Earthmen and outsiders alike.
Oh no, that
Yeah.
is not true. Sure,
real
they
thought
rule
Friday
it. They
shit.
have power.
Yeah, and instead of kind of like bouncing on it, I feel like you can get some real like funny, funky, fun, full of fun, silly, cheeky, just tight percussion bits, almost like garage. I'm imagining like the break here, kind of leave sample what we were going.
Came to
Kind of new idea.
I came to Earth to prove it.
I don't know. Start trilling here. You gotta pick the sauce. Rewire the sauce. I don't know.
Theory that man
It makes it sound like the sauce is lacking.
and started here. That once in prehistoric times.
Christ.
That way again. That's
Got real low on this. Shout out Indic House Collective. I fuck with that. Damn. Damn. That was hard, actually. The clean wubs, and I like the patch and the lines you're doing with it. How does the track flow? Be real, not a very specific question. But like similar thing. Like push the arrangement. It's getting the job done. But it's doing the bare minimum. I mean rising effect. Yeah, really, and just the fact you're kind of putting the progressions on here, you know, you just have chunk, new chunk, new chunk, you know, like, and the simple thing to do is just take your little paintbrush, got some red here, got some yellow here, okay, start blending this shit over, get some orange. Okay, like just go to these halfway points, start introducing elements, start low passing things in, start adding right, just something to indicate, you know, that, or you can have a little line between your colors. So, you know, that line being you have a pre-drop. You know, it's not exclusive to the big drop here. You can have it in all the fills. You can have it all over the place. But divide these smaller and show transitions. And that simple principle will make it so much smoother flowing through the arrangement. Other stuff, I kind of fuck with the kick. Could be something to complain about, but it's gonna hurt for me. Clap a little quiet, maybe. I don't know. Fuck this one. Maybe keep a bit of on the bass. Just so it's still hitting you super forward. You know, you get the best of both worlds. You get the kind of trippy ear shit going on, but it's still forward, busting, loud. Water sample. A little loud on that. Could delay it out for fun. Samotech, pleased to see you. You've been cooking You ready about the second drop too. Okay. I fuck with that pretty damn heavily. The first drop tickled my bones to the core, and I feel a little violated by it. You're thinking about the mix down, though. What's up with that? Transitions. I don't know. Transition was immaculate. I don't know. They're making me blink a little bit, which makes me want the kick to like jump scare. So that's my I don't know. This shit is pretty clean. Not pretty clean. Very clean. So I don't know if I have a ton of input in terms of mixing. I love this like formant sound. It's so. It's so. I like the track structure. Like it gets into the sauce. I feel like it keeps the pressure up. My thing is when it reprises, it doesn't bamboozle me quite as hard as the first, but I think that's pretty expected. Maybe like a big fuck yourself variation. You know, sometimes people gotta hear that. Yeah. I don't know, maybe energy a little high, simmer down before popping them. I don't know. I wish I had more to say for this, but it's pretty fucking clean. I'll be proud of it because I think you're a good fucking producer. From mute dub. from you out of the ambient arc into just full on dubstep. It was inevitable, given the ecosystem we exist in. I do like the riffs. I like how you're freaking like different tones, you know. That's some shit I like to hear. I feel like I want some pitch bends and some venturing out of the quarter notes. You know, boom, 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 boom. Thoughts, prayers. And where you say subtronics, I'm like, where's the scree sound? Where's the sound that goes scree? Where's the redux bass? Second drop away. I don't know. And low-key, like, just cook on your ambient beat and the breaks and intros. Like, I know you got that sauce. I know you've cultivated that. Fucking with it. Never stop. I had a dream I was chilling with Subtronics last night. It wasn't a dream, that was a vision, bro. Stay up, stay grinding. We all gotta make it. You're kinda right. Anything else? Like, some kicks are different. I don't know. I feel weird about that. Sidechain shit. And yeah. This is sweet. Actually really like that. That shit refreshes my ears after years of prolonged dubstep exposure. I mean, exposure that has exploded my eardrums. So I kind of a portamento. Is that what it is? to keep my attention as much as the song can. I don't know. Maybe if they put up like Subway Surfers, Family Guy clips next to it. Oh, Limfound. Kaba. Kendama. He had Kendama thought. Never stop. I mean, Kalimba's iconic to the track. I think something like Kalimba, though, you can kind of switch through different dynamics of little plucky bell instruments, you know, like you can go kalimba, you can go glockenspiel, you can go xylophone, you know, switch out these kind of world vibe, you know, because kalimba's like small, kind of subdued. So if you're trying to bring the dynamic up further to like a big orchestral level, maybe you'll switch to an orchestral bell equivalent. You know, pretty good. You know, mutuals. Oh, you're talking about Sonic. Does he is known for that? Yeah, toy piano. Yeah, that's another one. Hid the midiness of the strings. I'm glad you brought it up as a point. Yeah, I thought the strings sounded really smooth. I mean, they sound like sampler strings, but they aren't MIDI in a gross way, you know? I like the progression as well. Curious to know what's inspiring this wave in you, because it is not dubstep, I don't think. How much we got? Got enough. Crap. Jesus Christ, just the white void. Make me aware of all the little specks on my monitor.
I rep my. Yeah. Oh, the shams, you can take my sit. Baseline hit, some more 8-line this. Buy me a whip, then I take my pick. Then I find me a chick, I can make my itch. Darkness in motion. It's a 16 bar from the dark of the ocean. Flow penetrates, see goes with the dark and the broken. Meanwhile, inhale smoke. Whoa, let me get my roaching. Been promoting the green and the purest herb. MPs get vexed and they swear they words. On daytime telly, but they blur with her. Light work. I rep mine. Got a sword for the dagger and the best one. Young boy and I'm battling the best lines. And you know I give a fuck about set times. Oh, the shams, you can take my sit. Oh, the shams, you can take my sit.
I love you.
Oh, the shams, you can take my sit. Baseline hit, some more 8-line this. Oh, the shams, you can take my sit. Baseline hit, some more 8-line this. I rep mine. Baseline hit, some more 8-line this. I rep mine. Oh, the shams, you can take my sit. Buy me a whip, then I take my pick. Then I find me a chick, I can make my pitch. Oh, the shams, you can take my sit. Baseline hit, some more 8-line this. Oh, the shams, you can take my sit. Baseline hit, some more 8-line this. Baseline hit, some more 8-line. Make my hit.
More interesting drop.
Set time. Bass.
Phrase. So, you know, like
I rep my.
your main kind of bass is stuck. You know, like give him a half step, give him like an octave, switch between sounds. Look at the call and response video. I can show you that.
I rep my.
Also, the sound design on the main bass, like, stinky. It's on the fat side, but it's not something that like fucking shocks you to your bones in terms.
I rep my. Oh, the shams, you can take my sip. Baseline hit some more 8-line this. I rep my. Oh, the shams, you can take my sip. Buy me a.
I don't know. I don't love saying just calls and fills every time. It seems so non-musical to recommend that in every case because it's kind of the same thing every time. But ignore what the fuck I said and do it anyway.
Whip, then I take my pick, then I find me a chick I can make my pitch there. Oh, the shams, you can take my sip.
You know, more bass sounds varying off each other, experiment with how you time them against each other.
Line hit some more 8-line this. Oh, the shams, you can take my sip. Baseline hit some more 8-line this. Take my sip. 8-line this. Baseline hit some more 8-line. Oh, while in hell smoke. Baseline hit some more 8. Oh, baseline hit some more 6. I rep my.
I like the build up.
Jams, you get the ocean. They were
More
more
structured
at my.
than bullshit, so.
Take my sip. 8-line this.
I don't know. Beyond bass stuff, watch the like drop structuring videos. More interesting sounds, more interesting phrases. Build the tension proper. Don't overlayer the drop. You know, you want to feel push-pull. All right. Wow. Some next level marketing. Bro has been cooking pretty well lately. I like this. I feel like I can see the learning because you see a lot more here. Very phrase, very unknown. Here's the call. Right. And the kind of response is playing a bit more at the flow, and they're jumping around, so like getting off the root as well. Melody also pretty rhythmically interesting, flowing throughout. You know, like I feel like you could just hear a lot of musical thought. Drums could come up, no doubt. I think sub can actually come up. First time I've ever said that. Yeah, definitely. I can reference on both. I realized. Headphones and monitors. I like that brown. That shit. Hold up. Beautiful. Push that forward. I want to meet this man. Rock and roll. No, not the saw, the chord on top. The brown pad cooking. Maybe more low delay ear candies. Maybe more mid-range voices in the pad. Flush them out. Love you. Y'all ever question free will? I guess pal. Marshmallow. a fun, whimsical type beat. The snail definitely adds this vibration. But this song benefit from a sub, yes. I don't think, maybe there's a conception that sub equal like heavy shit, but subs everywhere. There's sub bass in classical music, you know. Can be just a sine wave, you know, like sub and lo-fi hip hop. You know, that's not a sub. I always like some type of sub frequencies in the song, you know. As is, there's not really any kind of bass, and I think, in any sense, that's fucking crucial. Never mind sub or not, and the bass doesn't have to sub higher, or can be a sound that happens to have sub in it, just not sine sub sort of. So yeah, add that somewhat. Sounds empty without it. You knew the answer. You knew you wanted that sub in there, okay? Who's stopping you? Who's stopping you? Tune in next week. Link in description. There's a Discord. Make a message to submit your track. 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. Kind of like two very different loops, but it's kind of mix the sounds together. I say oil and water right now. We make them sugar and water, and you stir them with a little spoon, and they become one solution. That or like a bit more contrasting vibe to kind of show off. Oh, we're doing this vibe, then we're doing this. Yo. Honestly, wish I had more useful to say for the time being, but I think my so there's my excuse. Tense and loose, I hear that. Try to depict that through more background effects. And maybe a bit more key difference, you know, like Phrygian versus type. Bro has a sound. Bro has a sound. Be back on the mix. I wasn't giving me a ton of distortion. You know, low key. I think. I mean, on the monitors, on the headphones, it's just coming across high, heavy. I lied about a ton of distortion. So now there's less distortion. Too many highs. I don't know. Like, this is super close to what I feel like the ideal kind of like level of crunch for your kind of sound. So, very pleased. High shelf out the wad. So. Variation, another question, but low key, I was kind of hyped as it went. Maybe even like slight side chain between elements, like to get the crunch at the same time, like letting layers kind of pop through with dynamic EQ or like side chain. Maybe that's like stupid loud mix down with layers. Is that don't let them know I told you this. But I've been saying cop killer bull.
For every cop that has ever taken advantage of somebody, beat them down or hurt them because they got long hair, listened to the wrong kind of music, wrong color, whatever they thought was the reason to do it. For every one of those fucking police, I'd like to take a pig out here in this parking lot and shoot them in their motherfucking face.
Weapons including guns.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I just gotta fucking speak up. Loki. Help! Oh, because it's been getting bumped quieter this whole time. Oh, now hello. 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 Hello.
Black skirt on. I got my black gloves on. I got the butts and shots on. I got the guns on. Let's kill the cops. Brutality. I know your family's grieving. But tonight we get even.
Okay. Beautiful track with a heartwarming message. This is puzzling, lol. How do you want the kicks bigger? I don't know. I'm low-key not great at like hard style gabber type kicks. It's something I haven't fucked with enough. But watch tutorial. Wide, crushing, relentless punches in the face, but in a cave in hell. I mean, cave in hell, reverb, okay, moderate amount. Wide, a bunch of fucking hyperdimension, or like detune when you do it. Punches in the face. I don't fucking know. I honestly don't know. That's something I wanted to figure out, but then I never did. So I'm an imperfect being. I mean, I would think like distorted high resonance is what would give it the in your face, because those are the frequencies that are fucking up there, you know, and like more distorted the better, obviously, right? But I would keep the reverb on like low wet, or you just get samples too, low key. I mean, I know sound design. This ain't hard dance. This is hard to dance to. I don't know. You can even just add normal like kicks or like kind of transient, some type of pitch bend thump to the kicks, because they don't really have the transient on them, you know. So pitch bend, you know, is what would give you that effect for the most part. Or you can layer real kick with that, distort them together, OTT the shit out of it. How would I go about doing this better other than on and off sections? I mean, reference tracks like this. See what people do for that. They have kicks of different pitches, different tones, different rhythms, different like intensity, you know. Sometimes they have like fun little siren layers. They have like little vocals kind of like chopping up on it, you know. Not always melodic, but there's still a bunch of like kind of interesting stuff you can add without having to lean melodically. That could work. I don't know. They don't have to be like musical elements per se, is what I'm saying. Just be fucked up vocal chop. Another weird sound design, siren thing, silly little thing. Okay. Okay, I respect the fuck out of that, bro. You really keep an eye out for the youth in society. That being said, yeah, other types of layers. And instead of on and off bass, like I said, like you can vary it more. Like just fucked up kicks, normal kicks, abnormal kicks, stretch kicks, unstretched kicks, reverse kicks. Whoop, 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 whoop. Instead of just flat kick, you can do little half steps. You can repitch them. Boom, 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 boom. Feel me? Okay, I like the branding. I like the sound. Cover art rather.
Call me what you want, I'm never giving you luck. Even though you can't afford to be alone. Tell me
real
what
song.
you want, I'll never want you again. So don't even try to start a fight. When you're gone now, remind me to find you. When you're gone now, I don't wanna know you. Yeah. When you fall on me, I don't want your love on me. Promise you won't call me. You promise that you like me too. Wish I didn't fall for you. Wish I didn't fall for you. I wish I didn't fall for you. Fall on me, I don't want your love on me. Promise you won't call me. what you want, I'm never giving you luck, even though you can't afford to be alone. Tell me what you want, I'll never want you again, so don't even try to start a fight. When you're gone now, remind me to find you. When you're gone now,
That's a nice voice.
I don't wanna know you. Yeah. When you fall on me, I don't want your love on me. Promise you won't call me. You promised that you like me too. Wish I didn't fall for you. Wish I didn't fall for you. I wish I didn't fall for you. Fall on me, I don't want your love on me. Promise you won't call me. Find you, call me, I don't want your love on me. Promise you won't call me. I don't know you won't call me.
That was just fucking good. Capital F. Okay, we're in the section of feedback where people didn't get the questions memo, so I'm gonna be skipping through it, but that was good. I didn't find your voice ass. Like, your voice has its sound and it sounds right. Sound, you know what I mean? Like, sounds fucking right. I like when tracks have the kind of like little fun EDM-y type drop with little leads in, you know, but cook on the vocals as well. And it's like very fully produced. One thing, the hat struck me a little weird. Wow. Sidechain a little heavy.
I wish I didn't fall for you.
Maybe kick a little quiet. Good arrangement, rising up and down. That's cool. Alright. Do I get to skip tracks? I do. The lucky ones, I let it slide for not having questions. Oh. 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 Yeah. Ro is a good musician. That simple. Love that. You're really good. Is it syncable? Syncable? What, like sync license? Yeah, I guess maybe longer repetitions if that's the goal. Like, Little tagline. How can you make it bouncier, jazzier? So this is a segue for me to talk about myself. No, I don't know. The other day, I'm just like jamming with musician friend, trying to do that more. And he's like drummer. Drum has been his main thing, and he's very into jazz and Latin rhythms and stuff like that. But something I noticed, I haven't been thinking very rhythmically. So what happens is he starts playing a specific way, and it starts to bring a certain style out of like my playing, right? But like sometimes like you get deep in the sauce, like deep in the swank, and it's like you're not thinking about it, but there's like such a distinct like rhythmic style that is coming out, and it's very lazy and it's very strangely timed. Like it's like the stank style. But when it happens, it's like there's no thought into, like it's just like it takes over, bro. The stank takes over, right? But just my relationship with that feeling, and it was a good feeling and a good time. And like that rhythmic aspect, you know, like the jazzy sauce, you know. But like I guess the takeaway is like play shit in live if you're really going for that feeling, you know, just because it reminded me of that, you know. Yeah, I think I would enjoy it too. I think I would enjoy it a lot. I don't know. I just jam in general. Got to conceive of a way to like play it that's actually interesting and worth seeing, in my opinion. That being said, play shit live. Like feel the swank, study the swank, right? Obvious thing for jazziness is you know, like just swing straight up, you know. But the swing gets subtle. I mean, you could always just do groove bullshit that kind of hits the same bass. Different journey, same destination, right? And like all the rhythmic swank, it adds up. It's fucking hard though, because I mean, for me, like my straight time isn't perfect, you know. So like my like swank time, you know, like sometimes it's good, you know, just not consistent. So it's hard to trust the live playing, especially when your urge is just to quantize it, you know. But even then, like you can correct it a little bit, but understand what the slight pauses do for you. And I think there's a difference between, oh, it's just human because it's messy, and like there's actually something rhythmically interesting going on in the slight deviations in timing. Okay, just my limited thought on rhythmic sauce. Yeah. Yes. People make it full time on social media every single fucking day. I need to like bounce little triplets and the kicks. I think that's what I do. Jazzier, you can get weirder chord voices too. But I feel like a lot of it, like I said, it's gonna come in through rhythmic shit. So play that in, study that, study the groove, study the sauce, you know, blah blah blah. Because that can be a whole fucking section. Just start posting. His name is beautiful. Same idea. Digital weight. No, it's just like a kitchen scale. Ignore what I said. That was mean. I'm not sure what's happening tonight. Like, I feel like tonight's just ordinary Friday night, okay? But the tracks have been fucking popping. Like, and I know it's real because, like, I'm not just, like, in some euphoric mood, which is making everything sound good. You know, like, I'm not susceptible to propaganda, so. Mixed stuff. I love how fucking loud it is. It's a sub a little too loud. Snare kind of crispy dry. I kind of fuck with him though. Hats on the quiet side. I feel weird about playing. I'm imagining, so just kind of strip it down to the harmonic series, right? But still get the same riff, kind of same patch, except get that like that octave tone, just with something very minimal, very whistly. There's my variation idea. Kind of like Spanish Moss of the Trees. He has like the really minimal whistly bass and the main kind of gritty guy. Except I feel like that wouldn't be called out as that. Okay, you know what I mean. Yeah. With the sub, just like that stank weird bass. Spanish Moss. It's funky, throwing the risers in the fills. That's really cool. Transcending to that. Thank you, G. Oh, damn. He getting the subtle promo in. I'll permit it, except I'm about to stop permitting anything, ever. I don't know. I like what the fuck I hear. Okay, tell me this. Yeah, you didn't. Okay, this is the last one then. Oh. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Feedback has been hard as fuck tonight. It's like a spicy Ouroboros logo. I think some of the tracks could fit together. Alright, hop on that. It's a mean ass laser beam. Nice and dirty. Dumping it up. I love that. I love the fuck out of that. More of that. Bro, y'all have cooked this evening. My God. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to see. Beautiful to see. I don't know. One thing is like, it's like mid-range sparse, I guess. You know, maybe get a little distorted, richer mid-range. Push into a little bit. I love you. Love you, bro. This ending is so stinky, bro. Y'all making it hard on me. Like, there's not a ton to pick apart in these. The bar is fucking raising. On the flow of the track, when we get the intro, builds up big as fuck. Kind of caught me off if, like, I was expecting like something meaty, a little more mid-rangey, right? And then I already mentioned the kind of mid-range shit going on. That's kind of like some lose your mind shit though, in the sense that it is so airy. My God. the lasers fit with each other. I like this one. This one's like Disney ride sound effect. Snare isn't jumping out at me, but I'm not too opposed to that. Laser might be a little too comfortable with how it's zapping. I kind of like that the hats aren't really forward. I feel like other shit kind of serving the purpose of the hats. I gotta say something useful. I want to hear more of that. That's useful. You seem to be fucking good at that part. Bro's just good in general. The first time I seen him, I mean, I just hit follow on him today. Okay. Wolf. I don't know. And there's almost this principle in my mind that, like, if someone cooks a track hard enough that, like, I'm like pogging on stream, you know, like, low-key, I'm gonna trust their judgment, you know? Like, maybe I don't agree with their decision, but they've proven, like, they're on to fucking something, you know? So, gives their opinion more weight than to just be molded to my beck and call or whatever. Exactly. Like, I don't want to taint it. Exactly. That mindset, you know? So, if anything, take it as me gassing you up, because this shit is something else. Honestly. And, like, it's not just the boys popping off. Like, the boys, and I think it's obvious. You know, it's fucking obvious. All right, but enough stumbling over the words. Can't tell. Sleepy. Okay, that's why. Nothing else at hand here. It's not like, what else could it be? Incompetency. Really. But that being said, I appreciate y'all showing up every fucking week and listening to me. I appreciate y'all investing in yourself and fucking making music nonstop, because the shit pays off, you know? Like, if you need a reminder, check out your old tracks, okay? That shit's way different. I guarantee you. And the journey isn't even over, and that's what's so fucking fun about it, you know? Alright, you're funny. You're funny, bro. My man, I post the cutoff in chat. Catch y'all next week. Visit buntingmusic.com. I want to do this, okay? This weighs on my mind. Genuinely conceive this. With our hearts and minds combined, anything is possible. Flock flourish. Flock up eternally. To this life and beyond. Music brings us together. I've said enough. Good